Hello everyone and welcome to day 12 of 30 Cuisines in 30 Days. We're almost at the halfway mark. So today I am having a very interesting cuisine. It is something I've never tried before and yeah, I'm really excited to try it. But right before I introduce that, let me just tell you a little bit about the show in case you haven't watched this show before. This is 30 Cuisines in 30 Days with me, your host, Tara, and my cat, which is making a lot of noise right now. Quiet down, you! So where was I? 30 Cuisines in 30 Days with me, right here on Coconuts TV YouTube, and we're trying a different cuisine from a different country every single day for 30 days. And I am ordering everything right here to my kitchen in my apartment in Bangkok, Thailand. So we're going on a gastronomic journey around the world in 30 days while staying in place and social distancing and staying safe at home. So follow along, comment, tell me what cuisine you're having for lunch today, what you want to try, what you want to see me try, suggest a restaurant for me to order from. Or just tell me how your day's going. Just vent, just let it out. I'm here for you. Okay, so subscribe to Coconuts TV, click the bell for notifications, and once that is done, you can now watch me indulge in this beautiful Tanzanian meal. Okay, so today, Tanzanian food. Let me just introduce everything that I have in front of me. It looks really, really good, smells really, really good. And I should probably tell you that today I am ordering from A Taste of Africa, which is a delivery service. They used to have a restaurant actually, but unfortunately it's been closed due to coronavirus, the same effects that have been happening to a lot of small businesses. So unfortunately the restaurant has closed, but it's still available to order from. So A Taste of Africa does really interesting Tanzanian cuisine, also Nigerian cuisine, Ghanaian cuisine, Ethiopian. So this is my first time ordering from A Taste of Africa, and it's my first time trying Tanzanian food. I have never tried Tanzanian food before in my life. So let's just introduce each dish. First, right in the middle, of course, you probably recognize this if you're from Southeast Asia. This is rice. This is a nice, soft, fluffy bed of jasmine rice with a little sprinkling of coriander on top and a little spring onion to munch on. And that is just kind of the center of the meal, and I will be eating these different things with the rice, which is a familiar way of eating for me, so that's great. This is a bean stew. The bean stew is called Marahagwe. Just make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. This is Marahagwe, a bean stew, and it has a bit of coconut milk. And it looks really good. Oh, we have a comment from someone. Can it cure corona? I can't say that it will on a live show, so I'm not going to take responsibility for that, but maybe. Okay, then next up, I'll just go around the circle here. We have a salad. This is Kachumbari. It's a Tanzanian sour salad, so it looks really yummy and colorful right there. And next to the salad, we have a really interesting looking and delicious smelling kale dish. This is called Sukumawiki, and it looks like it has peanuts, kale chopped finely. Smells really good. And last but not least, we have a Tanzanian style chicken, which is, smells good. It's just a pan-fried chicken in Tanzanian spices, a bit of onion, tomato. Looks really good. Looks juicy. That's bone-in chicken, so it's nice chunks of chicken right there. Okay, and then just to top it all off, I just have a beer. It's Friday. What the hell? Crack open a beer, have a drink with me. Unfortunately, it is not a local Tanzanian beer or African beer, but it's a local Thai beer. locally made, so it goes nicely with this meal. Yeah, I think a cold beer goes well with this. Okay, this looks really good. I'm not really sure what to dig in first, but maybe I'll just tell you a little bit about Tanzanian cuisine. You can keep your eyes peeled down for these little factoids too, scrolling along here, because this is where the real info is. But yeah, Tanzanian cuisine looks really interesting. Tanzania is in East Africa, so it might share some little similarities with Kenyan cuisine, where it's bordering right there on Kenya. But the owner and the chef of A Taste of Africa has assured me that each country in Africa has a very distinct cuisine, and there's not really that much, overlapping. You can't really lump it all together by region. Each country is very distinct and different. So thanks for letting me know that, Marjorie. A little shout out to the chef and owner of A Taste of Africa, who very kindly hand delivered this meal to me. So I got to meet her. That was really cool. Okay, so let me just see my little notes about Tanzanian cuisine. Yeah, a lot of different spices. There's going to be fennel, dill, coriander seed, lots of different spices. Oh, I have a comment from Roger Agueta. Hey, it's still Thursday for me. Cheers. What is the name of the beer? We'll go pick it up at our Little Siam Thai place of Los Angeles. Well, I just got like I poured it into this. It's not actually BrewDog, just a Chalawan beer. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Chalawan. It's kind of like a craft beer, but I believe it might be owned by Sing already. So any sponsorship opportunities, Sing, Chalawan, you know who to contact. But yeah, Roger, go pick up a local beer, a Thai beer if you can, or a Tanzanian beer if you can from your local bottle shop. Okay, so yeah, Tanzanian food. I didn't really know what to expect with Tanzanian food. I was thinking, yeah, there's going to be spices, there's going to be some Indian influence, perhaps. Yeah, beans, veggies, fresh veggies, different meats. Oh, I have a comment from Jagdish Gill. How exciting. I'm putting this cuisine on my to-try list. Yeah, I think you should. I should also say, actually, these three dishes in front of me are vegan. And the only non-vegan thing is this chicken right here. And if you're a vegan or vegetarian, I think it's really easy to order from this restaurant because you can just tell them I want vegan, vegetarian, or meat, and yeah, you always have that option. And the vegan dishes look really interesting. Okay, so without further ado, let's try the Sukumawiki first. Sukumawiki. This is a kale dish. I think it can be made with different greens. It could be collard greens, it could be kale, or yeah, whatever kind of like leafy green vegetable you have. But I was let in on a little secret here, that the secret to this dish is chopping the kale very, very fine. So you can see it's just really thin shreds of this kale. So it looks like it's just picking up all of the flavors and spices that it's mixed in with there. And yeah, let's see what else is in here. Peanuts. I think I see some red onions, like shallots, and just a yummy, like peanutty looking sauce. And if I was gonna say it's similar to anything, Thai kale, for Thai food, kale is usually like a stir-fried, and it's not usually shredded like this into such fine little pieces. So it's very different from Thai food, I would say, the way we cook kale. I've had collard greens in kind of a more American style, which does cut them up really little like this. So maybe it's kind of similar to that. Let's try a bite of this yummy looking kale and peanut dish, shall we? Very good.
Interesting. Not exactly what I expected. Definitely has a bit of spice in there. Has a kick. There's some chili in there. In the peanut sauce, I think. So this peanut sauce, it might remind you a little bit of like a satay sauce. It's like a spicy peanut sauce, but it definitely has, yeah, it has a kick. Yummy. Very interesting. There's like a little bit of like a sourness that works really well with it though. It's like a, I don't know if it's from the kale or maybe the tanginess is from tomatoes. There's tomatoes in here too. But it's like, ooh, I'm kind of breaking a sweat already. I don't know if it's because it's just really hot in here or I'm wearing a sweater for some reason or the chili in this, but spicy. Really good. That's like a really hearty vegan dish. I think I'm gonna just take a bite of rice, but just kind of like, you know, help my little taste buds deal with the spice. But if you can see in there, it's like a really yummy peanut sauce that really coats all the kale. It's not too saucy. I'm multitasking, you guys. I'm multitasking here. It's not too saucy at all. It's very, just like a good balance of like kale to sauce. A good ratio, sauce to kale ratio. Like you would not be left with a bowl of sauce. You know, it just gets right in there with each bite. It's really good. The peanuts, I'm using a fork, which is not the Thai style, but it just shows you how thinly sliced and shredded this kale is. And it really is good with these crunchy peanuts on top. They're like some roasted peanuts just sprinkled on top. It's almost like I'm like twirling it like a pasta. Probably not the right way to eat it, but it's so good. Let's try a bite with rice. And I think if I was a vegan, this would be a very satisfying meal just with this because you're getting your protein from your peanuts. It's spicy, there's a lot of flavor, garlic, onion, tomato, but it has that dark green veggies which are really healthy. It's really good with rice. It definitely balances out the chili, the chili a little bit. If you just take a bite of it alone, it's tasty, but it packs a punch. So if you like that, then that's great. But otherwise, you know, nice spoonful of rice, and it balances it out. You could take a little bite of the spring onion to get like a nice oniony flavor with it. This kind of reminds me of Thai, with a Thai dish, like a lot of Thai dishes you would have vegetables on the side, you can just take a little bite of it. Vietnamese food also, you can just take a bite of a fresh vegetable and it just goes, the taste just goes with everything in the meal. You could also take a sip of beer. That also goes with it. Okay. Day 12, Tanzanian food, one dish down. If you haven't yet subscribed to Coconuts TV. We have 18 more days to go. Quick math right there in my head. So yeah, there's a lot more interesting cuisines to have for me to try and for me to share with you. So yeah, I'm really excited for Tanzanian today. Okay, that was Sukumawiki, a kale and peanut dish, which is really yummy, vegan. Okay, now let's try. Ooh, just glancing back at my notes, that Sukumawiki has been eaten for at least 2,000 years. Wow. Very interesting. Okay, let's try this bean stew here. Smells really good. Marahagwe, or Marahagwe bean stew from Tanzania. This is also another vegan dish. So it's got, let me just tell you the ingredients that I can see here. Red kidney beans, carrots, potatoes, onions, and a nice thick curry, kind of mixing it all together, or like a stew, I guess you would say. But it looks really good, smells good. It's a huge, generous portion, which is awesome. The potatoes are chopped, everything's chopped nice uniformly. The potatoes have the skin on, which I have read is really good for fiber and really, really good for nutrients. So that's interesting. Coconuts TV with a comment, day 12, y'all, 18 days to go. I can't believe we're on day 12 already. Okay, so let me just kind of make a little bite of this bean stew, Marahagwe. Okay, let me try a little bit of the potato and the beans and the carrot, a little bit of onion, all in one bite. Ooh, this looks really good. Bean stew from Tanzania. Okay. Really good. Let me just take a little sip of this kind of the broth of the stew, or the liquid of the stew. Has a little bit of spice, not as spicy as the Sukumawiki that I tried before this, but there's a little bit of heat, I think, a little bit of chili in this, and a little bit of coconut milk. So it's a bit creamy, but still not heavy. I would say this is a pretty light stew, which is really good, really yummy. Yeah. You definitely get the yummy flavors of the beans, the potatoes and carrots coming out. It tastes like really hearty and like just like a kind of home comfort food that, you know, you would really cheer you up and just make you feel good. Really interesting. So let me try a little bit with the rice. I feel like I could just dive into it on my own without rice, but let's try a bit with the rice. Because if you want to, you know, lower those carbs, then this is a really good, looks like a really good protein-filled stew. Goes well with the rice. It's not as spicy and not as salty and spicy as the Sukumawiki. I feel like that's more like really punches you with like this strong flavor. This is a little more subtle, a little more like, yeah, you could probably eat like a nice big bite of it. You don't even need rice. Roger Agueta says, that looks so good. It does. It tastes really good too. Yeah, so I think if you could compare it with a Thai dish or another dish, you know, maybe almost like a massaman type flavor a bit with the coconut milk, but yeah, maybe like a massaman would be something to compare it to a little bit, but it's still very different, especially because it's vegan, so it's just really all those flavors of the veggies coming out. Yummy. Yummy, healthy, satisfying. Very interesting Tanzanian dish. Let's see how it's cooked a little bit. The beans in Marahagwe are boiled with coconut milk, cardamom, cinnamon, onions, tomatoes, garlic, curry powder, chili peppers, and green peppers. I'm sure there's even more spices in here because it seems like it's very rich with spices, very aromatic. And okay, there's some Indian influences in Tanzanian cuisine, so maybe that kind of infiltrated into this dish, some kind of Indian influences.
Okay, and stay tuned until the end of the video because I will be giving my, sweating, chili. Had some chili. I will be giving my rating to each dish and to my overall experience of ordering a delicious meal from A Taste of Africa. So each week I am giving my rating to the day's meal. And today is Tanzanian food from A Taste of Africa. So yeah, it's going well so far, I think. You guys don't be afraid to drop me a comment and tell me what you're having for lunch or tell me how my food looks. Ooh, Roger Agueta says, Google says Marahagwe. Sounds Thai almost. It does kind of have like a ring to it, Marahagwe. Is it Thai? Is it secretly Thai food? No, I think it's authentic Tanzanian food. Okay, Jagdish Gill comments, the stew looks really filling. If you don't have any rice, can you eat it with a pita bread or flatbread as an alternate? I think that's a really good idea. I think if you don't feel like eating rice or you don't have any rice, it definitely would go with some yummy bread. My cat is making a lot of noise right now. Yeah, I feel like this might go well with the pita bread that we had at yesterday's meal, which was Mediterranean cuisine. A comment from Coconut TV saying, you can never go wrong with bean stew. I feel like you can never, yeah, that's true. You can never go wrong with bean stew with like a hearty stew of veggies with lots of spices, and beans with rice is like a classic combination that is in so many different cuisines, so can't go wrong. Okay, shall we head on over to our next dish? I think I'm gonna go for the salad next. This is Kachumbari, a Tanzanian salad. It actually looks kind of similar to the Arabic salad that I tried yesterday with my Mediterranean food. So I'm not sure how similar it's going to be, but this is also a sour salad. And it's just a staple food for a Tanzanian meal. I think it looks really fresh and yummy. It looks like, let me just tell you what veggies I see in here. So there's carrots, nicely shredded. There's thinly sliced cucumber. There's red onion. There are tomatoes, of course. And there's a little bit of coriander sprinkled on top. Looks really good. And there's some lime wedges that it's served with. So it came with these little lime wedges. So let's go ahead and squeeze these babies. Little simultaneous lime squeeze going on here. Whee! Okay. Yummy. I just love squeezing lime on anything, really, to be honest. I feel like lime, just a little zest or a little squeeze of lime just makes everything so yummy, just makes it pop, like the acidity or something. Okay, so let me just go in here with my fork. I'm gonna get the rice off my fork. I don't know about you guys, it's like a pet peeve of mine. I hate it when like rice gets into the other dishes, like a stray grain of rice. Paul Saksakud says, smiley face. Head NK says, yum. Oh, getting some comments in there. So yeah, keep the comments coming. Tell me what you think of my meal. Have you been following along every day with me, or are you new? If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. And yeah, let's try this Kachumbari cucumber salad with a bunch of different ingredients. Looks very fresh and refreshing and good for a hot climate like Thailand. Crunchy, and you get the sourness from the lime. A very light vinaigrette. I think it's just a really light vinaigrette there. I can see some liquid at the bottom, but you know, it's tossed like evenly throughout the salad. A little bit of sweetness from the red onions, a little bit of sweetness from the carrots. Yeah, there might be some spices sprinkled on here, but not much. It's very light, and I think just like a refreshing bite to go with the other dishes here.
Mmm. Yummy. It's not as sour as the Arabic salad that I tried yesterday. I think that was more sour. It tasted a little bit more, like it had way more lime in it. I think this is balanced out a bit with the sweetness of the carrots and onion. So it's not super sour or anything like that. It just, yeah, it's like oniony and yummy. Oh, you guys, my cat is just scratching at the balcony. She really wants to come in. Should we let my cat in? She might disrupt this lunch, but she really, really wants to come in. She's scratching. I see her. I see her little face at the balcony looking in, trying to get my attention. She's meowing. I don't know, comment. Should we let my cat in? Okay. Let's see. I've had quite a few different salads on this show so far. I'm trying to think back now and kind of compare this Kachumbari to the other salads I've had. Hearts of Palm was another interesting one from our Brazilian episode. So Hearts of Palm was also kind of like a light vinaigrette salad. It was a little bit more sour than this. The Hearts of Palm were like big chunks of almost like a sweet kind of fruit. Oh, Julianne Greco says, I vote yes to a kitty appearance. Okay, that's all I needed. Okay, let's open the balcony and let her in. Poor kitty. I'll be right back. I'm still here, just letting in the cat. Poor kitty cat. She was left on the balcony. She likes to go on the balcony, but she wanted to come back in and see what is going on here. This is Buncha, the kitty cat. Buncha. And if you know, actually, she's named after a Vietnamese dish, Buncha, which we really love, and we named our cat after this dish. So maybe one day we can try that on this show. Roger says, cat has been in half the shows. She usually makes an appearance. The Stolen Rabbit says, yay, cat. Buncha. Oh, her little nail got kind of stubbed by trying to break in the door of the balcony. That's okay. Probably good to, those nails are pretty sharp. Kind of trim them sometimes. That would be good. Okay, the cat is free to wander around, and I am free to eat the rest of my delicious Tanzanian meal, which I ordered today from my home right here in Bangkok for day 12. Day 12. Oh, Stolen Rabbit says, so pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you meant the cat. Right. Okay. Yeah. Awkward. Okay, so where was I? I think I was about to try the next dish up here. Tanzanian chicken. Tanzanian style chicken. Okay, this is the only non-vegan dish I have today. So I'm interested to try like what's a meaty Tanzanian flavor here. Okay, so let me just show you a little better picture. Or some leftover salad bits. Stolen Rabbit. Okay, both cat and human are pretty. Thank you, Stolen Rabbit. Okay. Yeah, so here's a little nice meaty chunk of chicken. It looks like kind of the thigh bit is on the bone still. So it almost looks like kind of like, those like chicken lollipop, how they serve it like on the bone, but it's like a lollipop. It kind of looks like that. It has a little, very light coating of oil, is pan fried. I can see these yummy, like caramelized, dark brown, like seared bits that look really good. It's not like a saucy chicken. It's has a very light, like I said, a light oil
to it, which I think is going to be really yummy with the rice. I was just saying earlier, before I was on live camera, that, I'm not afraid of oil, really. When it's done right, I think oil is just so tasty, and it's good for you too. Having oils and fats helps you absorb nutrients. So you need some oil in your diet. You need some fats. So there's some onions, some tomatoes. Yeah, it looks really good. And Marjorie, from A Taste of Africa, she did tell me that there are like a long list of spices involved in this dish. I'm not going to be able to remember every spice she said, but there was fennel, there was coriander seed, there's dill, there's onion powder, there's garlic, there's so many things. So many things. Turmeric. Well, I'm sorry, Marjorie, I'm sorry. I'm forgetting your list now, but let's see if I taste a little bit of it, if it will jog my memory. I'm gonna have a little bit plain first, and then I'm gonna try it with the rice. So here's a nice bite of little chicken with some onion. Very, very good. Okay, this does taste different than, very different from like Thai or Asian chicken. It's hard to really place what exactly makes it so different, but that combination of spices, I think, is just, it does seem more, it's a little sweeter. It's a little, so many spices, but they combine for like a really subtle, nice flavor. It's not overwhelming, overpowering at all. It's not really too spicy. It has a little bit of spice. Definitely the spiciest thing was the Sukumawiki. Let's try a little bit of the chicken with rice. Okay. And that yummy oil is just adding flavor to the rice. Really good. I'm going back for more, as you can see. Yummy little bites of chicken. Okay, I think this was a really interesting meal, and it's really interesting to taste authentic Tanzanian food. Let's take one more bite of this chicken and rice, just to be sure. Crispy chicken skin. Held up very well in the delivery process. Crispy skin, good texture, tender chicken. Onions and tomato just add to the flavor. Like a bit of tanginess, a bit of tartness, a bit of caramelized onion. Really, really, really good. Okay. Let's see here. A little bit of chicken bone there. That's what happens when you have eating off the bone, like I am, putting the whole thing in my mouth. Yeah. Okay, before I devour that, let me just tell you guys, remind again to please click the bell for notifications, subscribe to Coconuts TV, follow along on our challenge. This is the Tanzanian style chicken I was just devouring. There's still a little bit left. I'm gonna maybe share it with my husband, maybe. Let me just recap everything. And yeah, so if you want to join the challenge, order some interesting food from wherever you are. Support a local restaurant with a interesting foreign cuisine. and or just try cooking something from just at home yourself, cooking something from a different cuisine or different region or different country that you wouldn't normally cook. And tell me how it goes in the comments. You don't have to do it every single day for 30 days, but if you do and you comment and you follow along and watch with me, then I'd really love it. Yeah, so subscribe to Coconuts TV, join the challenge, follow along, and I'm about to kind of recap everything that I ate today and give a rating, which if you've been watching the last few days, you know, I hate to give my ratings. I feel like I'm not an expert in food, which I'm not. I'm just here. But I'm just going to give a rating on my personal taste, you know, my preference, what I really loved, and I'll give a rating to the overall experience. So I've been doing that each day, rating out of 5. So, okay, here it goes. Recap and rating for A Taste of Africa, right here in Bangkok. Okay, so rice, I guess. I would give this rice, it's just plain rice, really, so it's not much to give the rating on, but it's cooked nicely. It's a little dry, sorry, I have to say. I'd give it maybe a 3.5 out of 5 for plain rice. But actually, maybe that's the way you're supposed to eat it for Tanzanian food. I think I'm used to more of like a wet kind of rice that kind of sticks together a little bit, Thai style. Okay, Marahagwe bean stew. This was really good. I think I'm going to give this one. This is a tough one because I like this. I feel like very healthy eating it, but I think the flavors of some other of these dishes were like, I like them even better. So I'm going to give this one it's like a 3.75. Is that possible? Out of 5. It is really yummy. It has subtle, nice flavors. It's definitely, I mean, I want to eat the rest of this. I would order it again for sure. I just personally, I like things salty, so I might even add a bit of salt to this. Sorry, Marjorie, if you're listening. But other than that, it's really, really good. So it's like a 3.75. Salad is really good. I mean, smells really good. Everything's fresh. Just cooks together nicely. It's a Tanzanian salad, Kachumbari. It's kind of, I think Kachumbari refers to the cucumbers. So it's really just based around these yummy fresh cucumbers. I give it like a 4 out of 5. You know, it's really good. It's really good. It's tasty. It goes with everything, and it makes you feel really healthy when you're eating it. So yum for that. 4 out of 5. Okay, Sukumawiki. To me, this was the star of the meal. It's just so tasty. It was salty, spicy, healthy because it's got all those like dark green kale, you know, bits to it. Tomato has a tanginess. I felt like the flavor of this was really layered. There are so many different flavors in here. Each bite I was getting like a new taste. Oh, this is spicy. Oh, this is peanut taste. Oh, roasted peanuts. Oh, this is caramelized onions. Oh, this I can really taste the kale. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's kind of like it's just a vegetable dish, but it's so good. I think to me, this is a 5 out of 5. Really, really yummy. I would definitely order this again. This will not last long. I will devour this. Yeah, if you're vegan, it's vegan. Even if you're a meat eater, it's very hearty and satisfying. The chicken is really good too. I think the chicken is probably my second favorite out of this whole meal. And then probably the stew and the salad. Yeah, probably in that order. I mean, the salad's really good, but it can't compare to these really cooked, you know, interesting flavored dishes. Sorry, salad. But yeah, but everything goes together in a really nice way for sure. This is like a lunchbox, Tanzanian lunchbox, and it all came together. So you can tell that they really know what they're doing by putting these flavors together. And it makes for a satisfying lunch. So this chicken, I feel like I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 because you could just really tell that they know what they're doing cooking this chicken because it has a lot of different spices, but they blend to just create a subtle flavor. And I think having that bone-in pieces of chicken keeps it kind of juicy, lets the chicken like cook in its juices there. I feel like the bone, like you even get the marrow like kind of coming out of the bone there and like mixing in with the chicken. I feel like that is intentional. Yeah, the skin of the chicken is crispy. It's, yeah, the oil, it's not too oily, but it's just enough oil that you have something to kind of like flavor the rice when you have a bite of it with rice. So yeah, I think it's like a 4.5 out of 5. And I think overall, I mean, I think it's like a 4.5 total out of 5, I would say. Like, very close to a 5 out of 5 because I feel like it's a very balanced lunch that I would order again. Yeah, for sure. I would definitely order this again. I would probably also want to try the other countries that are offered in A Taste of Africa. There's Ghanaian food. There is Nigerian food. So there's food from West Africa, which I have been told is going to be totally different from this food, which is from East Africa, from Kenya, from Tanzania. I knew I would make a mistake at some point. Tanzania. Yeah, there, and then she also makes food from, where else did she say? Ethiopia. So yeah, oh, Coconuts TV. Just because you're stuck at home doesn't mean your taste buds can't travel the globe. That is so true. That is the whole concept of this show, that we just want everyone to be able to experience different cultures and cuisines every day, even though you're stuck at home or you're staying home to socially distance, or if you're an introvert like me and you're just basically live at home and stay at home all the time, no matter what, like what coronavirus would. Yeah, so, and then my beer, just got like I wasn't sure what beer it was earlier, so I was trying to, you know, make eyes at my husband and say like, what beer am I drinking now? But yeah, it's good. This beer is good. I like it. Vim Shanmugan says, I love Wakandan food. Is that the other country I was trying to think of? Still in Rabbit says, lol at Vim. Lol. Okay, so this has been Tanzanian food. It's my first time trying Tanzanian food. My first time trying food from A Taste of Africa. And yeah, really great experience. Love the food. Want to order again. Yeah, definitely be curious to try more from this restaurant. But guess what? I have to try a new cuisine every day. Stolen Rabbit says, Wakanda forever. Yeah, so I have to try a new cuisine. So unfortunately, I will not be having Tanzanian food again tomorrow, even though I definitely could. I will be having a totally new cuisine, and tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, I think we're coming a little closer to home for tomorrow's cuisine, a little closer to home, and my home is here in Bangkok, so you can guess what country we're gonna have tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, join the challenge, follow along with us, subscribe, click the bell, Coconuts TV, comment, share with your friends, let them know about this fun food lunch challenge, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 1 p.m. Bangkok, right here at my kitchen. 30 cuisines in 30 days. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.